need to know which ones we need to supplement more than the other, or do
Well,
we need to blanket with all of them?
Well, that's a great question. So there are 91 nutrients. There's not 90 or 93, right? There's 91. And the breakdown is 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 3 essential fatty acids. That's omega-3, 6, and 9. So we need those specific ones, right? So then the next most important question is, well, which supplements am I going to use, or how am I going to secure those? Well, you have to employ the services of a nutritional supplement company that has excellent quality control and excellent recipes. And this is the 5,000-pound gorilla in the room of holistic medicine that nobody's talking about. Last year, in the United States, we spent approximately 72, I think, billion with a B, dollars on vitamins and herbs and nutritional supplements, and everybody is still sick. Why is that? Because the recipes are inferior. The guy that extracts the vitamin C from the corn in South America, right, or wherever it's grown, that supply chain from the person that extracts the raw material to make the nutritional supplement to that raw material actually ending up in the bottle, there are like 25 steps along that supply chain. And unless the vitamin company has a quality control methodology which tracks all of that, they're not going to know that what is in the bottle is what they think is in the bottle, or that it meets the label claim. Ralph Nader's people looked at this years ago. They randomly took vitamin supplements off of the shelf in health food stores, took them to labs and tested them. 9% of what they looked at had nothing in it. It was filler. There was nothing, there was no vitamins. 12% had less than half of what the label claimed. So it said 500 milligrams vitamin C, it had 150 or whatever. Right? So really, this is all common sense when you boil it right down to the nuts and bolts. Nutritional supplementation is no different than chicken soup. The recipe is everything. How it's put together, the raw materials, how they're used, the quantities, the proportions, the spices, how long it's cooked, how it's bottled, how long it's on the shelf, all of these things make a gigantic difference with the absorbability, bioavailability, and effectiveness of a nutritional supplement. And unless you're taking a supplement made by a company that has good quality control, you might as well burn a $50 bill and eat the ash.
So consumers have to do their end of the deal, do some homework into these companies, I would assume, to find out that.
Well, really, in a perfect world, the government would be taking care of it, but they're not. The government, there are quality control regulations that are in place, but they're not enforced enough. And, don't even get me started about the relationship between the government and the medical industry in the United States. I mean, that's a subject for, I've lectured about that for hours. I wrote a book about that, right? So it's a big problem. But yeah, I mean, I've done this. Vitamin companies don't like me very much. I'm somewhat outspoken, and I have a 27-point, I think, bulleted quality control questionnaire that I forward to vitamin companies to see whether or not they can come up to speed. I found 3. In 23 years of clinical work as a licensed naturopathic doctor, I found 3 vitamin companies that meet my quality control standards. 3, only 3. So the best one, can we give vitamin company names here?
Sure.
Can we do this? Yeah. All right. Hands down, the best one is Youngevity. Youngevity nutritional supplements out of Southern California, San Diego. Hands down, the best recipes, the best quality control, and the best absorbability ratios of their stuff. And that's a big problem. This is why, for instance, Sally Field can go on TV and say that she got osteoporosis even though she took calcium, right? Osteoporosis is a multiple mineral deficiency disease. It is not genetic, and it is not caused by aging. When your body runs out of calcium and cofactors and minerals, your bones start to lose the raw materials that they need to stay healthy. It's not rocket science. But if you were to take of a calcium citrate supplement that says 500 milligrams calcium citrate. That means in one 500 milligram capsule, there's approximately 200 milligrams of calcium and 300 milligrams of citrate. Your stomach hacks that molecule in two and liberates the calcium. But calcium from calcium citrate, if you're lucky, is about 30% absorbable, if you're lucky. So 30% of 200 is 60. That means if you're lucky, you're going to pull 60 milligrams of calcium out of one 500 milligram capsule. So to meet the RDA for 1,200 milligrams, you'd need to take 20 a day. Most people take 2 or 3, and that's why everybody in this country is sick. Because number one, the recipes are poor. Number two, nobody's taking enough. Number three, what they're taking, they're not absorbing. And number four, there are less than 3,000 licensed physicians in the entire country that know this. It's a gigantic problem.